Hello. Welcome to First Dog on the Moon's Spoken Cartoons. I'm cartoonist First Dog on the Moon, and today everybody hates artificial intelligence. This three-frame cartoon was published on Wednesday, the 1st of October on The Guardian, and as always, the cartoon has a little heading, so let's get started. The heading has text at the top and then an image on the left-hand side, which is of a young woman on a computer screen and someone angry on the right-hand side. The text at the top reads, "Everyone wants to cancel weird AI actor Tilly Norwood, who is creepy and not even real. What about her, open brackets, its, close brackets, feelings? Too bad, Clanker, you are a spooky digital freak." The image on the left of the young woman, who we now realise is Tilly Norwood, is saying, "I love life." And on the right-hand side, the angry person, who's real, is pointing at the TV screen saying, "She doesn't even go here," which is a Mean Girls reference. And you wouldn't have that explained to you if you were just reading the cartoon, but that's the magic of video. So on to frame one. The text at the top reads, "Hollywood is in a flap. AI actors, quote unquote, can only exist because they were trained, quote unquote, on real actors who will never be paid for it and will also miss out on work because of it." No. Then we move into the second part of the frame that has three images, and they're all little retro TV screens, I suppose you could say. Uh, the text above those images says, "Seriously though, AI can be fun and helpful. And once they fix the, quote, destroying Earth to generate 1 million 10-second videos of a cat at the beach, unquote thing, I'm sure it will be fine. Open brackets, they will not solve it. It will not be fine. Close brackets." And then with our three little TV frames, we've got examples of the sorts of videos we're talking about. The first one has a happy orange cat waving, and it's standing next to a box of snacks. And on the other side of the box of snacks is a small, delighted looking person. And the heading is, "Cheeky Orange Cat Solves World Hunger." The next one is a cow being bitten on the rear end by a kitten. And the heading reads, "Adorable kitten bites Antifa cow. The cow says, 'Free the vegans.' And then it says, 'Ow,' because the kitten has bitten it on the arse." And the kitten says, 'Munch.' Although that's probably more of a sound effect rather than something the kitten's actually said. And finally, the third one, "Clever feline destroys wokest." And on the left-hand side of the screen, there's a wokest who's saying, "But socialism." And then the clever feline who's on the right-hand side of the screen is saying, "Checkmate, loser." And the text beneath all of this reads, "The real question is, will AI become indistinguishable from reality and turn a profit before the Atlantic meridional overturning circulation reverses or not?" And there's a little cat and it's saying no. Now on to frame two. In this frame, we have two people I've drawn on the left-hand side, both of them bureaucraty-looking people in suits and coats, and on the right-hand side is someone wearing a purple t-shirt and looking shouty. The text at the top reads, "Meanwhile, an Australian government inquiry into AI and copyright has decided it's simply too late/hard to fix the problem. So they will let AI mine all our decent, hard-working Aussie data for free." What? And then the one of the bureaucrats on the left, there's a little sign above them that says inquiry, so we know that these are the people from the Australian government inquiry. One of them, the one wearing the red jacket, is saying, "Of course we consulted. MasterCard, Microsoft, Meta, and OpenAI were all very happy to share their views." And then the person on the right, wearing the purple t-shirt, says, "Did you maybe forget to ask someone?" And then down at the bottom of the frame, I've drawn them all again really tiny, and the bureaucrat is saying, "Elon?" And the angry person says, "No," pointing over to the other side of the frame, "Mr. Squiggle." And there's Mr. Squiggle, and he's saying, "You suck." On to frame 3. We object to AI now partly because it's weird, creepy looking slop. But in 3 years' time, we won't be able to tell the difference. That still won't make it okay, not even if consumers, quote unquote, want it. They are all awful. And yes, AI will also replace real workers, which is a problem with capitalism, not just Hollywood. So the correct answer is class war. Let's go, comrades. Underneath that, I've drawn another computer screen with a young woman on it. She's got a lighter in one hand. She's holding a Molotov cocktail in the other hand. It's burning, and her T-shirt says, "Not the FBI." And she's saying, "Hi, I'm your Chat GPT anti-fascistant. How can I help you smash the state?" And the person on the right looking at the screen looks very unimpressed. They are wearing a "No Gods, No Mustards" t-shirt, which is a play on the anarchist motto, "No Gods, No Masters." And I've even drawn a weasel on it, and I've already had a complaint from a mustard enthusiast. And I just look, it's a joke, okay? Come on. I have always been 100% pro mustard. Underneath that, the text that I've written says, "I'm embarrassed to say I was offended when I found out my cartoons had not been used to train any AI." And there's a picture of me angrily saying, "What am I, chopped liver?" And I'm searching the AI training database for First Dog on the Moon, which is not found. So no AI class action fun for me. Underneath that, at the very bottom of the cartoon, I've written, "With apologies for Mr. Hetherington," for the appearance of Mr. Squiggle in frame 2 there. I'm awfully sorry about that. And that brings us to the end of this edition of First Dog on the Moon's Spoken Cartoons. I've had a lovely time. I hope you've had a lovely time. Please like and subscribe and comment. YouTube have said if I get enough subscribers, they will send me a Ziploc bag full of slow loris venom. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Anyway, thanks for listening.